There we go. We're hot and live. Adam on color today for the matinee game here in Fargo South High School. Old school barn here, Adam. Kind of like the look. A little bit of fresh paint. Put a little money into this area of the city as far as rinks go, and totally different from 12U's.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Looks like a great spot. Good atmosphere. There's some parental chatter in the stands. Everybody's had a few hours to have some fun, and the only thing missing is the portrait of the Queen. That this team's from Winnipeg, and that arena famously had a portrait of the Queen. These guys, of course, subjects of the King. So we'll see how we fare against the Canadians.
So Eastman selects out of Winnipeg will be the foe for your Wayzata Trojans. Haven't gotten an indication of who's going to be in net this afternoon for the Trojans. It should be an Alvarez net if we are following suit and everybody's healthy, but not sure if they're going to try to even things up with Callanan taking a couple games off, nursing a lower body injury. So we'll do our best on camera work here, folks. As you can see, it's a unique arena here. Definitely a winter-only arena. You can sit inside the box or outside of the box. We are outside of the box. Adam and I perched up right up on top of the action.
I see some moms on the other side of the rink. They look like they belong to the Winnipeg team, but they're waving furiously. So good vibe.
Good vibe all around. A lot of people
interested in this game. The winner goes on to the semis. Wins the pool and goes on to the semis. So this game, quite significant. These are the top two teams in the pool.
So it will be Alvarez emerging from the pile to take her net. Hendricks will face off here with Hillman and Fries flanking. Typical Canadian banging against the boards, which is technically in Minnesota hockey illegal now. It's going to be a hard flat game, I can tell right at the first drop of the puck. Harn will play that behind her own net. She comes around up the board. Hillman challenged. That one's behind the net, falls out front. Alvarez moves the net. So net comes off its mooring. It'll be Hendricks taking the face off to the left of goaltender Alvarez, right in front of us. Puck drop, one out to the point for Eastman. Eastman will take a peek. That one finds its way through traffic, and it's just under the glove of a screened Alvarez. So Eastman's going to go up 1-0 early in this hockey game.
Yeah, I think Wayzata taking it back, not having seen a good forecheck for the last couple of games. Kind of slow off out of the gate here. We'll see how they respond.
So we'll get a change. It'll be Buboltz with Mead and Wilson. That's tied up out front. Buboltz emerges with it over to Mead.
Good chance.
Mead's going to get a chance. She drops to Buboltz. Good back check. Hard pinch.
Trouble.
Is going to put Wayzata on the defensive side of this hockey play.
Really nice play by Joseph. Forced that pass just a second earlier than she wanted to make it.
Popped out front, tipped. Alvarez can't quite get the handle. Kurtz will clear to Mead up ice. Good hard ice, clean here in the first minute of this hockey game. So Russo on for Buboltz. Eastman's going to gain the zone. They'll walk through. Alvarez sees that one pretty clearly and gloves it for a stop.
Yeah, that was a nice save, but I'm a little concerned that shooter just walked right into the slot and was able to get a shot away.
Russo's going to take...
I just got to speed it up a little bit.
So Russo's going to take this face-off again to the left of Alvarez. She's got Morris and Siraju with her. It's played out and back to Freed behind the net. She'll go up the board to the long side, Siraju. Siraju's going to gather. She'll get the red line, back-checked off the puck. Now we're going to be on a battle along the board. A little bit of jabbing and fighting for position, and Eastman's going to come out with this one. Freed gathers, just as that one cleared and puts back in for offsides on Wayzata. So face-off coming here for Russo, just outside of the offensive zone. Drop, tied up, good battle here. Russo's gonna kick it to Morris. Morris can enter in, tries to play up off the wall. That one's out and back in and offsides.
Yeah, a little cluttered in the neutral zone here. Wayzata's got to get this puck deep. Puck hasn't been below the red line, below the goal line rather, of the Winnipeg team.
This one's one to the half wall, played up. Another battle on the wall. Eastman comes in with it. Noble sweeps off the puck. That hits the skate of an official, and now it's out of the zone. No icing. That's waved off wisely.
I think he waved it off because he blocked the outlet earlier. Felt bad about it.
Sergio applies pressure. She finds herself on her butt. Now Morris. Morris is going to try to push and bully her way up. Freed drops a girl at the red line, and we're going to get a penalty on Wayzata here.
No penalty, no penalty.
Oh, we had a hand up in the air. Not sure what for. Was it going to be an icing? Played out. Now across ice. Eastman's going to gather here. Not a lot of speed out of this Eastman team, but we're getting bullied around and pushed a little bit. Adam.
Well, I think what I see us is we're trying to carry the puck instead of tape passes.
Played to the side of the net. Alvarez will guide that one out. That hits a skate for Hillman, but she wasn't quite deep enough in the neutral zone, and we're going to get an icing and a face-off down here right in front of us.
Has been a physical start, but I think Wayzata just is still adjusting after a couple of games where they weren't pressed like this. They got to make quicker decisions.
Hendricks will take this face-off. Hard-fought battle out front.
There's a good block.
That's a good block by Hillman, who's going to step on it.
And go to the net,
over to Hillman. Hillman surprised by that puck on her blade, but gathers anyway. Now Fries is going to try to come through a slot. She gets shoved off the puck. We're going to get a penalty.
That drew a check from behind.
Alvarez will come in for the extra attacker, Wayzata. Now it's out of the zone. Bubolt's on as the extra attacker. She'll gather. She's got plenty of time. She finds a boot. A boot through cross ice, turned over, and we'll get a whistle. So face-off should be deep in the offensive zone for Wayzata. They're going to get a power play at 11:20 in the first period, finding themselves down in a hole, 1-0 for the Eastman Selects. Oop. Wilson, Buboltz emerges with that one. Played out to the point. Harn will walk the line. She holds back to Buboltz. Buboltz can walk in. Gives back to Harn. Harn to Buboltz on the half wall. She's a little over it and anticipates that one. Now it's out to the point. Harn says enough. Puts one in, and it's loose.
Off the iron.
Off the iron. It's still loose. Clearing. No score. Still loose, and finally covered by the Eastman goaltender. I'm not sure how that one didn't find the back of the net.
Yeah, hard to tell from this angle, but Harn with a good, hard, low shot off the post, and must have hit the goalie in the back and just trickled there. But nice to see these guys from Winnipeg on their heels a little bit.
So a little bit of zone time for Wayzata. Buboltz will tie that one. Picked up then by Meade, played to the corner. Wilson's got to go. Somebody's got to go. Wilson does eventually get there.
There we go.
Now Buboltz on the half wall so we can set up our power play. Joseph will walk the blue line. She'll give back to Buboltz. Buboltz can walk. She puts one in low. Corralled by the goaltender for Eastman.
That was a nice recognition by Buboltz that nobody was coming over to contest that shot. I would have liked to see her take 2 more steps. She had a little bit more room. Yeah, then I think she was surprised by the space.
So Russo on now with Sergio and Morris. That plays the corner behind the net. Sergio is going to win this battle as they dig. We got a body on the ground, throwing blades. Stick down. That one's out front now. Cross ice Jenks. Jenks back to Joseph. Joseph put one in. That hits a body on its way to the net. Jenks is going to pinch this one hard. She wins that pinch 50-50 every time.
Good pinch.
Jenks
really good
now
recognition by Jenks there.
Plays it behind the net. Russo, Morris in to support. Russo's going to win that battle and come out on top. She'll give it to the half wall to Morris. 29 seconds left in this power play for Wayzata. It's Lexi Morris playing the half wall now. She plays cross ice to Jenks. Jenks drags through, turns over, and that's going to be icing. 16 seconds, 15 make it left in the power play for Wayzata.
Good patience there.
One more chance here for Wayzata in their zone. They're going to take this face off to the right.
You know, Chris, it looks to me like on that right side half wall, that center, like Buboltz had that lane to walk it in. It looked to me like Morris had that too. Yeah, they got to be 2-on-1 here on the power play.
So Morris will come in late to support. She can find Russo. We got 1 second left in this one. Redirect out front. Yep, Joseph sniffed that one. She knew exactly what to do on that play. Kurtz is going to have to play to the wall. Support comes in late. That one's redirected over the top of the net. Now we got a little action right down in front of us. Little swerve. Russo towards that one. That one pops over the top of the net. Swarming are the selects right now. Coming in hot after killing off a penalty. This will play to the corner. Meade's going to have to pick that one. I'm sorry, that's Kurtz. No icing. Wayzata will chase. Hillman, Noble on. Kurtz will play D for the moment. Off her stick, over to the side wall. Sergio will chase. She's going to battle on the board with Russo supporting. Find open space for the ones that aren't battling. Russo's now going to come off. Kurtz jabs at that one. Shot in. Played loose. Out. Stepped on by the selects. Hillman. Or I'm sorry, that's Hendricks looking for Hillman on the half wall. Now Hillman will get a chance at it. She's pressured. Open slot. Try to redirect by the selects to no avail. Now Noble will pick this one up off the wall. She can walk cross ice, hits Sergio. Sergio goes in deep. She's got a driving Hillman. She'll reverse out to Hendricks. Hendricks now out to the point, Noble. Noble tries to put a flopper in, knowing that Hillman was right out in front for her. Sergio's off and Fry's in. Freed will come on with a boot. Freed plays that one.
Look wide.
She can have a little bit of space. Yeah, absolutely. We get excited in the booth here at South High School rink. Abood with a hard pinch on the wall. That's more. Hendricks picks up that mess, puts one wide. That one's played out of the zone. Oh, good nifty little play. Abood's going to have to battle to this one. Oh, she gets taken out. Both players hit the wall hard. We're going to get a whistle eventually here. Abood slow to get up. It's the captain for the selects going to the bench. Hard play. Abood looking to cut off. She's going to come to the bench in relief.
Yeah, really nice play by Abood to use her body to protect the puck there that number 11 was charging.
She gets upended, but ultimately probably saved a grade A chance for
no question.
Wayzata.
No question.
So the second power play of this hockey game coming at 6:49 in the first period. It's number 11 for the selects. Going to the box for, I think, a tripping.
Yeah, I think tripping.
We'll call it tripping anyway. So played up the board. Hendricks will pause it for the moment. Good aggressive play by the selects. That's played out of the zone now. Finds Haran. A little bit flat-footed. Brakes put on. They're going to look to possess to kill this one off. That one's gloved by Alvarez. We'll get a stop and a face-off to her right. So far side face-off.
I think that chip out was enabled by some confusion between Hendricks and Haran about who was going to take that puck on the sidewall. And a lot of times you hear these girls communicating with one another really well. As the pace of the game picks up, that communication piece becomes more important.
Haran will play back to Buboltz, who will gather that. She'll go to the corner. She gets taken down. Wayzata's going to get extra time with an extra skater. 5-on-3 for 1:18, which means Wayzata needs to capitalize here when given this kind of a gift. So Noble and Freed will come on for relief of Jinx and Haran. Buboltz, Mead, and Wilson will come off, and it'll be Russo with Morris and Suraju.
Yeah, I'd like to see the coaches there. That line, 1, drew that penalty. 2, has a lot of quickness. I'd like to see the coaches give that unit a chance on the power play. This is our PP1 unit out now, but
come on, girls. So that's 3 forwards watching the play to the corner. Not sure exactly what the strategy is on that one. Freed will rush that one through. It finds its way to the blocker for the goaltender. Now Freed will circle out to the point. Noble can walk. She puts one in low, just wide of the net.
I'd like to see that shot from the blue line coming low where that can be tipped.
Noble can walk. She comes into the slot. Now it'll be icing. I'm not even going to turn the camera, waste the effort on that one. We had 33 seconds of 5-on-3 hockey.
You heard Coach Dielman there yelling 2 on the puck. They're a little slow to recognize the extent of the advantage. And some of these loose pucks on the sidewalls and on the corners, they're a little slow to bird dog them, I think, so far.
Win battle number 1 and then figure out what's next. So this will be a little bit of defensive play, rushed through. That one's loose out front. Haran snaps one on net. Couldn't be gloved by the Eastman goaltender. Now a little bit of skill, and it'll be a shot down ice. Alvarez will let that one go past her, and we're going to get another icing. So now it'll be Hendricks with Fries and Hillman coming on.
Yeah, F2 in that situation has got to get close to the net and force that puck to go around the outside where there's support.
So it looks like, unfortunately, Aboud's coming off and heading to the locker, to the dressing room, I think is what we call it in hockey. It's unfortunate. She's going to get looked at. I'm sure Mom and Dad are concerned. So Wayzata will be down 1 defenseman with 5 minutes left in the first period here.
Pretty quiet in here. There are no tunes tonight. The mood among the Wayzata fans has become a little bit more somber after this slow start.
A hard shot on net.
Nice draw by Hendricks there, and Fries walks in and gets a great opportunity.
Part of the atmosphere here is the fact that all the parents are kind of in a fishbowl here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera to my camera left. Kurtz can walk through. She snaps one just around the defender. Now it'll be a traditional power play for Wayzata, 4-on-5.
Yeah, on the one hand, you might want to control that puck, but she got to the top of the circle and she had a lane to shoot it. So I like.
Joseph will try to set that one. Plays out to her board. She finds it again on her still. She walks the blue line over to Kurtz. Kurtz will put one in through traffic. It's loose! God dang, no puck luck for your Trojans late in the first period. Joseph puts one into a shin. Hendricks tries to put one in low. That's corralled by the goaltender for Eastman. So Wayzata really makes their money in some of those dirty goals and just not happening here in the first period for us.
Yeah, but I see the players noticing that there's good things happening when they're throwing that puck low at the net, low and hard. So
played forward by Hendricks.
2 on that puck.
Fries wins that battle, comes out to the point, 7 seconds. Held by Joseph. Joseph flips to Hendricks at the circle. Now Joseph
Penalty
again.
expiring.
Hendricks will bash that one through, hits the backhands of Hillman. Kurtz wisely backs out of this play. She's going to be going the other direction. That should be an ice, and it is. Oh, they wave it off late. Now Wayzata's going to look to gas. Stick held in the middle of the ice. Wayzata looking for a change here as that penalty expired. Joseph applying defensive pressure. That's played in the corner. High slot coming through late for Eastman. Wilson puts a face in front of 17. Now we're getting a battle. A little bit of extra.
Nice play by Buboltz to be there supporting.
Mead plays out front. Buboltz is going to chase this one. Little look over the shoulder from the defenseman for Eastman. She better hustle or Buboltz is going to run that one down, and she does. Now behind the net. Buboltz takes a digger, trying to play physical. Mead harassed, back check by Wayzata is going to have to be in place here. That's a 2-on-5 for Eastman. They get a shot, wasn't going to be a good one, but Alvarez gets enough of it to come through. Mead carries that one off. Now overskated by Buboltz, and Eastman comes in. Alvarez can't loses track of that one for the second and gets a whistle here at 2:30.
That's the impact of pucks and skates and thinking somebody else is gonna tackle it. You got to take care of the puck till it's out of your zone. So Eastman turned it around real quick and got a good chance there.
Not sure if the quietness of the rink is causing quietness on the ice, but communication just maybe missing here a little bit in this period.
Heard that one.
Heard that one.
Probably heard that.
Yeah. And we know exactly who that one is. That's Russo barking. Oh, that's a turnover behind the net. Eastman will gather to the top of the circle. Now point. They'll put one in and through. Alvarez saw it and plays it to the corner. Haran up the wall. Morris will chase. She tries to play hard. Now Alvarez, the goaltender, pleading for her teammates to talk. Up ice and played through. That'll be icing. 1:42 in the first.
Wayzata having a lot of trouble in its own zone.
Just exiting the zone. Can't get out clean in this first period.
They're looking for perfect 20-foot passes, and they need some easy 4-foot passes.
Right, tape to
Haran
tape.
had the puck on the far wall, had her wing a few feet ahead of her, and she reversed it. You know, I don't mind the patience, but there was nobody else pinching at that point as we were breaking out.
Fries tries to split that one up the wall, can't get it. I agree, Adam. Let's tighten things up a little bit, get good in little spaces, and then we can start looking for home runs. Played cross ice just behind Hillman and Hendricks. Now it's in deep, minute 16 and ticking on this first period for your Trojans. Down in a hole, 1-0. Fries to the half board. She can go cross ice. Nice sauce over to Hillman. Hillman's going to be in a battle. She'll swirl and put one on net that has to be frozen by the Eastman selects goaltender.
Nice saucer pass by Fries there. And even though that connected, I think she also had room to skate it, and they're forcing their passes as part of why they're getting jammed up in their zone. Two quick steps, then head up. And
you took the words out of my mouth. Head up, right? Take a look at what's in front of you and capitalize. Kurt's going to play up the board. She's harassed off the puck. Buboltz play up the wall. She can't clear. Action down right in front and on top. Now Kurtz will find that one back on her stick. She'll play up the wall, flipping puck. Mead's going to find herself on that side. 2-1, opportunity for Wayzata, comes cross ice to Wilson. Can't catch the hot puck.
Great pass by Mead there, and great battle to win that puck and skate it out of the zone.
Joseph to Wilson. Wilson crossed to Kurtz. Kurtz is going to put one in. Oh, that was really close. Not sure how that one got redirected twice, but just wide of the net. Wilson, Joseph will hold that one. Try to put one through a skate. Kurtz now will gather and try to hold 5 seconds. 2, 1, up off the glass and around. So a little bit of hot pressure here late in the first period for your Wayzata Trojans.
Yeah, I think they recovered a little bit. That goal, no doubt, shocked them a little bit to be scored on, 20 seconds in, 30 seconds in.
Not long into the period.
They recovered in terms of their intensity, but now I think Wayzata needs to focus on. They certainly have the skill to put the puck tape to tape, to be making these decisions a little quicker. I think if I were the coach, I'm saying there's no cause for panic. We don't need to be throwing the puck around, and start refocusing our own zone on the little things. D to D passes should be tape to tape. D to wing passes tape to tape, and those wings have got to receive them, and the centers have got to be low enough to support them because the Eastman D are pinching. Their coaches are watching too, and I'm sure they're talking about how bottled up we've been all period.
Yep.
So maybe that also opens up. If we can make a few crisp passes, I think the up the middle breakout will also open up.
Keep the pressure on, right? That's what you're hearing from the Eastman bench. In the meantime, like you were saying earlier, Wayzata's bench is saying, let's simplify things, let's tighten things up, bring it in a little bit closer, and see if we can get these girls on their heels.
Yeah, and just a shout out to the Pink Whitneys.
Pink Whitneys.
Pink Whitneys are around in Fargo. They're not an official sponsor for obvious reasons, but we're happy to have Pink Whitney nips available, courtesy of some of our Canadian friends.
Canadian friends who's got to support his the Barstool Sports. So noticing the moms on the glass for this hockey game. Yep, they're into the Pink Whitney nips as well. So Hendricks will start this one out as the boombox comes to a close at the period.
Nice to hear some tunes in the background, though. Maybe that's what we needed. I'm not sure these girls know who Journey is, but
no. Yeah.
Well, that was original.
Indonesian, the Indonesian guy.
Filipino.
Filipino, yes, that's right. What's his name? I forget what his name is.
I once knew it. This Winnipeg team, as you'd expect, is very physical.
Ooh, that one's played in through the slot, and it actually finds its way into some blue paint and out. Cross ice pass finds Hendricks. She's going to come in hot. She's got a step if she wants it. She gets pushed off. That one's out front and finds a lucky stick for the Eastman Selects that they can see. Haran, she's looking over her shoulder and gets picked. Played out. Buboltz is going to have to rush to this one. She's going to come through, a hard shot just wide. Wish she would have tried to possess that one. Two Eastman players find themselves on top of each other. Buboltz is going to stand on the tracks there, force the puck up the wall. Now it's behind. Buboltz will apply pressure. It's up in the air, up the wall, now into the skates of Eastman's winger. Wilson doing her normal harassment at the blue line. Noble can walk through. Really? Now she finds Freed. Freed puts one into a shin. Mead will back this one out. She can walk in, tries to go through traffic. Now Noble looks to have a little bit of space. She's going to come in free. Oh, that was a good look and a nice shot just wide. Played out now. Russo's on for Buboltz. Comes out. Freed is going to hold this one. She's going to have to play hard to the corner. She pinches her girl, allows for Noble to pick up. Mead, cross ice, is going to find Suraju. Now Wayzata's looking like the team that we've seen over the course of the last couple days. Russo is one loose. It's loose still and finds its way to the back of the net. Right. That's Suraju doing what Suraju does.
Great goal.
They're going to talk about it for the moment. His hand was down.
His hand was in.
We're going to keep an eye on it. That'll come out to center ice. That's a goal. Wayzata 1-1.
So, great play on the goal, but what I want to highlight is Noble twice with the patience to find some open space on that shift.
So for those of you that at home that are watching, we now have Abood coming back onto the bench, unfortunately in her civilian clothes. So it looks like we'll hope to have her back for tomorrow, but going to be lost for the rest of this game.
Nice to see her supporting her team, which is what you'd expect. Yep.
Hard pinch, Freed on a 50-50. Noble's going to scoop that one up and play through center.
Noble
She'll
on
leave
fire.
it out
Two
to
on
Russo.
one,
Russo's got Sergiu coming across and just out of the reach. Sergiu can give back to Russo. Russo finds it loose out front. Joseph knows what to do just off the bench. Sorry, folks, the camera can't keep up with the action as it's right down in front of us. Played out. Freed's going to pick that one up at the dot. Morris wins that one, and she's in deep. She'll pause at the red line, put one into a dangerous spot. Ooh, finds its way behind the Eastman defense, and that'll be an icing as Eastman just wants to pause and get a reset.
That's at least the second time, maybe the third, that I've seen them trying to ice it this period. We're clearly frustrating them, and I'm not sure what the coaches told them, but we've stepped up our quickness, giving them less time to make those decisions.
Hendricks with this face-off. She'll win clean out to the point, but Kurtz on a trickling puck has to bail out. A little bit of ghost for number 11 there, trying to feel her way through traffic. Now one's out front. That's a nice backhand sauce. It's loose, and finally we get a whistle here from the tall.
Yeah, that was the first time Wayzata's really had that puck bouncing around in front of their own net. I'd like to go back to the goal for a second. If Wayzata's paying attention, they should see that this goalie has trouble handling those low pucks, and that's not unusual. So let's get the puck into the front of the net and see what happens.
I like a lot of see what happens kind of hockey, to be honest with you. You see what happens, you apply pressure through 3 spots on the ice, right? Defensively through the neutral zone, put one out front, see what happens. While I'm jabbering,
nice.
Eastman gains the zone. That one's out now. Hillman with a nifty bit of superwoman work. And that shot, just enough harassment. Hillman up and down, looking like she's in training camp for the Vikings. Gets herself back on her skates and causes for a pause here on 11:01 in the second. Geez, I glitched for a second there, Adam. My brain went blank.
Well, I'm not sure mine's all there on even on a good day, so.
We do it to ourselves. Played around the wall. Mead will grab that one. Jenks is going to pinch at the board.
Nice physical play by Jenks.
Bubolt's now trying to steer that one. So
go
Mead,
wide.
Mead, go wide. That's it, Mead. That's what we want. Now it's out front. Wilson, really good job getting to the front of the net. Position her. That is a smash for Wilson. That'll be icing. Jinx has to skate to get there, and we do get a whistle. I don't think the Eastman bench likes it very much, but it is the right call.
Yeah, and nice to see the pace of these line changes picking up a little bit there too. That's a hard shift. Mead carried it in, all out, and goes to the back end boards, and 45 seconds. It's a real physical game, and energy's going to be at a...
Oh, that's a nice shot from Noble out at the point. You know, as I think about good whiff attempt by Russo. Finds Morris up in the chops. So it's a little bit of a scramble through center ice, and Eastman's going to come through with it. That's a nice bit of stick work and footwork by Noble. Russo's going to pinch her girl at red ice, and now that one's in deep. Oh no, that's clean. That's icing and Blaine. Is that what we heard? Yeah, no question. Cross ice pass. Oh, it connects with Sergio. Sergio's going to look out front. Morris, into the goaltender. This is a scramble out front. Don't know that I've seen such a late whistle in a hockey game in a long time, Adam. They kind of they're letting these girls go for a minute.
I could see the puck. That puck, it was still loose. No question. No, I mean.
He's right. He's right. It was
a lot of times in that situation, the refs are watching the goalie. If they don't know where the puck is, they can tell if the goalie doesn't know where the puck is. So
the panic in the eyes says a lot. What do they say, Adam? Eyes are the window to the soul, correct? That one's out front.
Eyes are the window to the soul, huh? Are you hitting on me?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll see how the night kind of develops here. I don't want to make my boyfriend Jake Hendricks at home jealous. This one's played out. Good back check. Hard play by Sergio. 50-50s are starting to sway on top for Wayzata. Played behind the net, up through face-off circle and out on the far side. Hillman.
Icing.
That should be an ice. Wayzata's going to give just enough effort to get the whistle.
I think Wayzata's starting to play a little smarter, too. Freed got that puck deep, and those forwards were gassed, and 2 of the 3 of them immediately headed for the bench. So they know they're in for a battle, and I think some of the stuff they work on, in the tighter games that we've played, they're starting to get back into form here.
Morris getting a little coaching from the bench, just kind of settling her down, letting her know kind of what to expect. This is trouble for Wayzata. Played out wide. Kurtz is going to have to play her girl to the corner. Brakes
nice
are put on.
Recovery by Kurtz.
Played up into the glass behind Alvarez. That's Hendricks. Now Lulu Fries. Fries is going to put it up into the goaltender, the backup goaltender's mask. That's Allie Callanan. Just trying to keep you alive, Allie.
And that's why they wear those masks on the bench, right?
So face off here is going to be.
Yeah, Hillman looks like she's fussing with her eyes a little bit. Contacts maybe. Nice.
Played cross ice.
Kurtz
threads the needle. Nice pass. She steered off, though. That's Hendricks. Good aggressive play by Meade. That one comes out front. Driving Russo.
Joseph.
There it is. That's a Joseph drive. Found Hendricks sliding through the slot. Hendricks looks to come to the bench. Bubolt's on. Evie Meade will play around the board. Olivia's going to support up the wall. Played back into Bubolt's.
This whole sequence of getting them jammed up started with that stretch pass.
That's a shot. Blocked to the side by the goaltender for the Selects. Played into traffic, hits a shin, and finds a lucky stick for the Eastman. Thank you. Keep me honest, Dad. Now we can stretch. There's plenty of ice to skate if they want. Played in now by Meade. Goaltender wisely playing that one to slow it down. Plays up the board. Buboltz is going to pinch that one. Now Harn. Harn across to Jenks. Popped up in the air. Jenks knows to get out of there. She does.
Great back check by
Russo I like
there.
that play. Play through the hands and through the
puck
skate.
And the body.
Jenks will pause. Give way to Harn. Harn will reach. Play up to Wilson now. Wilson out of the zone. Gathered up, though, by Eastman, and they're going to be in. A little bit of glass pounding here from the Eastman parents. Happy to be here in the United States, not paying that provincial tax. Puck's played out front hard, pinch by Harn.
Nice play from Harn on her knees there to poke that puck, disrupt it. Russo caused caused this tie-up with that pressure. She didn't touch the puck, but she was right on the back of that defenseman. Caused a little panic.
This one's played to the corner. Wayzata definitely winning this round if it was a fight. Played out to Harn at the point. Harn back to Freed. Freed puts one in. That trickles and knocked down in front. Goal, Wayzata. No protest from the Eastman bench. Thought maybe it caught a high stick, but I think it got a face.
No, I think it hit a face.
Use all of your equipment, girls. That's what we say.
Yeah. With this ice tilting dramatically in our favor this period, it's nice to see them pot one. And you know, good things happen when you get that puck hard at the net.
So Wayzata now climbing out of that 1-0 lag for the first period, and they find themselves up 2-1.
Now the psychology of the game changes, and these girls who thought they were out muscling us now must realize we're here to fight. So I'd like to see Wayzata put the pedal down and get another one here before the end of the period. We've had plenty of chances. We're beating them with our speed.
5:30, little tie up in the corner. Looks like a prize fight, like I said earlier. And we'll get a stoppage of play, break them up, and a face-off to the left of Alvarez.
Oh.
Puck played up the board. That looks like Suraju.
There's an example of a D-to-D that, you know, ideally it gets tape to tape. And then you got control of the puck on the breakout.
A little bit of...
We got some amateur referees in the balcony here.
Statistician / amateur Homer. This one's got to get deep for Morris. Yep. She can't quite get enough. She takes a grand slam swing and gets one to the corner. Surju's going to try to win this one over. Played up the wall. Freed on a 50-50. She wins. Played up. Hendricks gets that gift. Oh, not sure where that one was going. I think she was just trying to gather it. Now Fry's in hot. Gives way to Hillman. Hillman around and in the back of the net. Oh, she stopped that.
Yeah,
she healed that one just at the last moment. That's a good one. Tip of the hat.
Somehow got it with her toe. It fell on it right as it was going underneath her.
Sat on it. Would have been nice to pick that one up here just a minute after the second goal of this hockey game. Fries will play that one into the corner. Hendricks going to have to support. She catches a Canadian hook. Is that a thing for girls hockey?
By Hendricks there. Whoops.
Birthday girl misses the mark to Joseph, but nothing. No worse for the wear. Hendricks picks that one up.
Help her.
Support from Hillman coming in late. She'll barge her way into the play.
Nice.
Now Hendricks.
Really physical game in the corner here, and I love the way Wayzata's competing for this puck.
This one's fluffed out by Leif, I believe it would be, for Eastman. I'm not sure how you say that one. Good, smart play by Joseph. Joseph's got space to go. She can go in. Oh, dang it. She was trying to get to the corner for a change. Now everybody's postured up. Bubolt's on late. He's going to look cross ice. That one hits Hillman. Hillman's going to get it at the Pepsi sign. She's going to have to play hard. She gets hooked, but no call. Now she'll put one into the slot for a driving Bubolt. Stick up high there for Bubolt's got away with one. Played in deep, no icing.
I loved how Buboltz came around, wasn't caught up to her and didn't quit on that play and forced her to dump it instead of skating in the zone.
This one's out into a dangerous slot spot.
Trouble.
Backhand, Alvarez sprawling. She has to get up. Hold for your goalie to get repostured. Plays up the wall now, Hillman. Hillman, I believe, is doubled up on this shift. Yeah. Mead's got to get on for her.
Yeah, and the second period, that's the far side for Hillman, and it's tough. It's tough to know when to make that move. But you're not doing your team any favors if you're gassed.
This is scooped in. Hillman now breaks
off
for the bench. Mead comes in with fresh legs. That one pops out. We'll get a face-off. I think, unfortunately, Meade's going to get a short shift here. No, they're going to play it.
No, I think, that's a time where I'd like to see Meade screaming, boards, boards, boards.
Yep.
You should be able to hear that from up here so that her defenseman knows just rim it.
Buboltz with this face-off attempt. Eastman falls on it, and then it's one backwards. Going to play it forward. They get the red line and in. They're going to dump and chase. Haran slow plays up the board. Meade. That hits a boot behind the net. Now Haran's taking another peek at it. She finds Wilson.
Shots on goal, for those wondering, it's 14-8 Wayzata. And I think probably 6 of Eastman's shots were in the first period. So it's Wayzata really hasn't had to, or Alvarez, I should say, really hasn't had to be too active here in the second.
Good
Nice
scoop
play
by
Jenks
the long stick of Jenks. Don't mind that. So minute and 3/4 here coming out of the third. Wayzata can't quite clear the zone here. I'll take an icing at this point because I know his forward line has been on for the better part of a minute. So Aaron passes. Going to find Wayzata in a compromising position if we can't get a freeze at some point here. That one comes out. The backhand attempt just wide. Cleared out of the zone. Wilson and Buboltz will look to the bench. Russo on late with Suraju. Played up, hard
attempt. You
attempt.
can hear the coaches yelling, just fire it down. And the puck still didn't get deep enough to make a full change there.
Alvarez blocks that one down. Saw it at the last minute and just self-preservation knocks it down.
These young women are so good at hitting that puck out of the air.
Alvarez watches that one fly wide of her glove. 49 seconds. Wayzata's got to withstand the storm here of the last 45 of this second period. So
Wayzata's D pair has been out there for about. Rip it. There it is.
Might not get enough at this icky ice. Hits. Oh, just last minute, but wears down to 30 seconds. 30.2 seconds here.
Yeah, they needed the icing a minute ago, so that is not a problem. The game really changes in the second period when you've got the long change.
Thank you.
In terms of, especially that D pair, I think, was out there for 2.5 minutes. So they did a great job of staying with it. I'd like to see Alvarez. There was that puck at the side of the net. And a goalie's job in that situation is to know that your teammates have been out there a long time. Cover that puck if it gets anywhere near you. And she had an opportunity to do that. So something no doubt the coaches will be talking to her about.
Puck finds itself muscled in and then back out. Russo's got a 2-1 with 10 seconds left in the period. She's going to rifle that one right into the glove of the goaltender. Maybe a little bit rushed there, knowing that the clock was ticking. We got 7.5 here in the second period. Yeah. Now we got Ben Harn and the contingent at the boys on the glass starting to bark.
We got the boys up here. We got the boys on the glass. I like that shot there. I mean, Suraju was charging hard as she should have been, but really that would have been a tough pass to complete. And with 5 seconds left, getting that puck on net was a nice play by Russo.
So end of 2, I think we're going to get an ice.
Are they going to get the Bobcat out?
And we're going to get the Bobcat out here. Ooh, that's a wide stance on that.
Yeah.
On that.
Are you hitting on me again?
on that tripod. So we'll pause for the moment. Wayzata up 2-1 in this hard-fought battle.
16-10.
16-10.
Really had the better of the second period, though. So
we'll see everybody.
Go ahead. They focus on the speed and on that forecheck, which really stymied Eastman in that second period.
We'll be back in about 10, folks. Enjoy the Zamboni show. All right, back for the third period. Alvarez is going to take her net and hope to hold on to this 2-1 lead for Wayzata. 15 minutes to play your way to the semifinals, girls.
If I were the Wayzata coaches, I would have told them after they did what they were doing on the warm-up, I would have said 2 hard laps, go. Just get those legs. This team's going to come out charging, and we better be ready.
Puck played off the wall, back to Haran. Fries will apply pressure. Hillman in late for second F2. Comes out front. Haran's going to play that one in. Fries racing to the blue line. Couldn't quite stretch for the slide there. Just put reset. And then we'll go here. Face off. Just hold that for a second. Gonna have to hold it that hard. There you go. And put 3. Puck behind the net of the Eastman goaltender. Played in the corner. They win that battle out.
Working in a production intern this evening, so a few difficulties there.
I believe that's a last name, Mountain. First time I've seen that name. Great last name.
Really nice deflection by 12. Great save by
Eastman.
Alvarez.
Played out of the zone by Fry. She's going to look to the bench. Bubolt's on.
That's an ice.
Kurtz, that gets a tip. Played behind the net. Kurtz got to gather that one. She can turn and go.
Good look there.
Wilson will gather. She'll play across the red line and dump for a chase.
Smart play by Wilson there.
Gathered.
Our forecheck has been so effective. Getting that puck below the red line is going to be the key in the third period.
Buboltz pinches that one off. Supported by defenseman. She'll back out of this one now. Look to quarterback. She comes through center ice, gives to Joseph. Joseph looks cross ice. Mead's going to gather. She'll go through and enter and drop for Buboltz. Not a huge fan of that high drop, Adam, but these girls tend to do it more often than what I'd care for.
Yeah, I think almost never is the rule for a high drop pass. And usually it's a drop pass off the boards as you're drawing the defenseman up against you.
So Morris in late. Scoop, Kurtz. Has to be played by Alvarez as we couldn't settle that one down. Played out front. Back in. Kurtz is going to backhand softly over to Joseph. Joseph will gather. Wilson, cross ice. Hits Morris. Morris gets the red line and she's in deep. She's going to play that out front, but steered off to the wall. Sergiu's going to chase this one to the corner. Eastman exit the zone for the moment. They're going to trade jabs with Wayzata at center ice. Noble's going to grab this one. Played up and back in. Noble going to play around to her lifetime teammate, Freed. Noble bounces that puck up to Morris. That's out to the point now. They can walk in wide of the net. Freed's got to chase to the corner. Some heavy legs here with 11:50.
That's out.
Now that's out and back in. Now we get a whistle. Coach's assistant on that offside.
In this case, helping out the real ones and making a correct call.
Call Toronto.
I think what you saw in that, a couple of those reversals in the zone there, when that puck moves slowly side to side, it allows the other team to cut off that forecheck, or cut off the breakout rather, but with a good forecheck. So I think the key for the defensemen in this period is I love how patient they are looking side to side.
It was dangerous attempt out front. Freed had her girl tied up, thankfully, so it wasn't exactly a great look for the Eastman center. Up the wall, Fries will clear that rolling puck out to center ice.
Oh, almost a break there.
Someone's got to be careful
good
here.
Battle,
good battle. One plays it out front into the blocker of the Eastman goaltender and steered wide.
That Fries out front, and here's 11, their best player, I think, with a head of steam.
I agree with you there, and she wears the C on her sweater for a reason.
Great play by Noble to use her body position, just
Played
to
out
force her to the corner.
to the point, comes through traffic. Alvarez knocks that one down just at the last
in
minute.
perfect
She's
position there.
playing great this afternoon. Played up the wall, Fries. Noble. Now Hendricks. Hendricks will give way, finds Hillman's back of her stick. She can't clear the zone. Pinch, 3 Wayzata Trojans piled up at the blue line. That'll hit a stanchion, and Hendricks will get that one out, and she's content to ice it to let things happen and develop right in front of us here.
Yeah, I don't mind. They needed a change badly there. They got to be a little crisper. The pucks are going around on the dasher, on the blue part of the boards, and awfully tough for even skilled wings to handle pucks off the boards. I'd like to see, when we reverse it, the whole idea is to get a tape-to-tape pass.
Face-off win by Bubolts to the corner. She'll play it over to Harn. Harn trips for the moment.
Yep, right there is an example.
It's up the board. Yeah, it's really hard to grab that
on the
thing.
tape, it's up the boards.
Plays out front into a dangerous slot spot, tied up by Jenks, who recognized the threat. Pass out to Bubolts, intercepted by Eastman. Now it's out of the zone by Kiana Wilson. 9:50 in the third. Bubolts is going to push her way through and get a soft penalty.
That's a bad call. Yep.
I had a feeling that was going to happen at some point here with a soft one, just to even things up, and sure enough, I didn't want to say it out loud. So Wayzata will be on their first PK. First? I think that's the first PK of this hockey game. It'll be Russo killing with Sergio.
And I don't mind that aggressive play, and I'm sure the coaches have said the same thing.
This one finds its way into a soft slot spot. Gloved by Alvarez, and will reset.
Yeah, our defensemen really need to be. If I were on the faceoff, I would be positioning the defenseman at the bottom of the circle.
Now it's out front. Alvarez blocks that one down. Loose!
Nice stick
Played out.
Nice stick by Serge. Just get it out.
That's out of the zone. Russo's going to harass this play. Good stick play by Eastman. Now Russo's going to find herself back in on the. That is offsides.
Yep.
A little bit antsy there by number 12 for the Eastman Selects, and will reset outside of the Wayzata defensive zone. 139 to kill for your Trojans. This is one by Eastman. They'll set, come cross ice. Ooh, hard pinch by Joseph.
I don't think she got a piece of that. I think that should have been icing.
Kurtz now up the wall. Sergiu back in. Steered to the corner by the Selects. A lot of grunting and grinding down there on the red line. It's not easy when you got to battle for every inch of ice out there. Played out front.
Nice block by Sergiu.
This one's out front. Kurtz needs to rotate. That's going to be no icing, as it was, I believe, an Eastman player.
That PK should be changing.
Defense gets a change. Not sure how Sergiu picked that one up, but she did. Russo's going to play that one to the corner. Now Sergiu once again. Sergiu's going to come to the top of the circle. She'll put one in. Oh, I thought that had eyes. Now Russo's going to come off. Sergiu's going to keep grinding with the big motor. Turned over to Fries. Fries with a shot and in! Misplayed, short-handed by Fries.
And some of Fry's old coaches are taking credit for that goal, but love to see a shorty. That breaks the back of the other team. There's been 2 times this tournament where Fry's made a change and they kind of forget about the player that's coming in. So
Adam, I don't know that you were listening to the call earlier today. I said all 73 pounds of Fries puts everything on that one and can't be handled by the goaltender.
73 pounds of Fries, and I don't know what the measurement is for attitude, but
that's a 180-pound attitude.
Maybe 240.
It's one thing I'll say, my daughter being one of them as well, Lulu being a lightweight, and Wilson, there's no question, also small, but these girls play 50 pounds heavier than what their weight is.
Nice
and
stick
that's
by
exactly
Morris there.
what
nice
we look.
stick to disrupt that play. This is the first time. It's the first Wayzata full strength now. This is the first time Wayzata's had this kind of.
Hendricks heads that one to herself down in the corner.
Can of corn or maybe a soccer play, and Wayzata's going to get a change here.
So defense coming off, Hillman, Fries, Hendricks. I'm sorry, that's Jenks now with Haran. Jenks is going to play this 50-50. She'll tie up. It's a 2-on-1 attempt as Fries finds herself late into the play enough to cover, and we get a freeze and pause to the side of the net for Alvarez.
Yeah, I think the coaches ought to be changing the lines here after this shift, but nice back check by Fries there to catch up and prevent that Eastman player from getting a stick on it at the net.
Hendricks wins that one forward, but it's possessed by Eastman. Intercepted pass, errant by Haran. Ava will play there. Now hard to the corner. Haran will pick this one up again, backhanded to Fries. Fries can go cross-eyes, finds Hillman in stride. She's going to get dragged. She shivs one off, throws one in on net, and it's frozen.
Yep, and that Eastman player, both Hillman and the Eastman player, great job of playing physical, clean, hard hockey there.
Yeah, that's a great play by two players, honestly, Adam.
Yep. And you saw the Eastman player crashing in the net, and you got to tip your hat to somebody who's trying that hard. That's what the game's about.
Buboltz tries to win this one forward, but it's possessed by Eastman. Played up the wall to the half.
A little bit of a late pinch by Haran, but Meade back to help out there.
I love a good window banging parent cross ice.
I'm not sure I'm so keen on the window banging parent.
There's a stick on the ice here. Meade's going to mishandle that one. I think he got enough. There's no hand in the air, so no icing. Eastman's going to look to stretch here. They'll play up the wall. Now the center. Cross attempt. Kurtz is going to have to hustle to get back through. Alvarez sniffs that one all the way through, all the way to
Alvarez.
Her glove. Hope I got that one on camera as I was watching the back of the play, trying to make one hand to say what the other one didn't want to do.
Yeah, great. Alvarez really square on the post. No room for the shooter. Textbook.
It's face-off one by Eastman, played out to the point. That'll play to the half wall. Ooh, Buboltz gets danced around, squirreled. Now it's loose. Wilson's going to get it. She's got speed if she wants to go. Oh, she whiffs on the attempt, and it's in, back off sides.
Yep. Got across the blue line, and ultimately that's all that matters. I think Wilson had an opportunity there to play it off the boards or go around the defender, but
so
5 minutes left in the game, 5:36, and Wayzata firmly in control. I think we can expect a big press here from the Eastman team.
I don't disagree with that. It'll be icing here at 5:23.
That puck went within that. Yeah, we some side discussions of the refereeing here. Apologies. I think they've been pretty good. I agree, and they've let them play. It's been a very physical game.
Ooh, nice quick backhand attempt by Suraju is just wide of the net. Now it's played out front. Eastman's going to press the matter here at 5 minutes.
See what happens with the puck deep
third.
here for Wayzata. This has got to be tape to tape.
Joseph up the wall, Suraju. Suraju can play it on her backhand. She sees a little bit of space. She'll go in deep, chase to the corner. Wins the battle.
Great support by Russo.
This is exactly textbook, but steered off the puck at the half wall. Wayzata's got to hustle back. That's a flop in deep and corralled by Alvarez to pause at 4:41 in the third period.
That's the first time I think I've seen Alvarez do that this year. Play a puck, lay it down, think about passing it. And ultimately, I think she made the right call there, getting the whistle.
Face-off is to her right. One by Russo, played around the boards by Noble. Morris up, tries to steer it out of the zone. That one's played out. Little spinorama right in front of me. I can't get the camera angle down.
Off
Dangerous.
the helmet, a second helmet goal in play there.
This one's loose in the slot, plays through snow, and it's going to be Morris to get it out of the zone. Morris will come in like hot. Looks one, puts one, flops one on net at the last minute.
That's called the Bobby Orr breakout. One player.
Open that up for me.
One player the entire way, and great legs by Morris. Maybe preserved a little due to being out a little.
Teamwork makes the dream work, as in on the ice and in the booth here.
Yep. Got to help your crew out when they need something.
So Hendricks will play this one into the corner. She looks out to the point. It's going to be Noble peeling that rolling puck off the wall. Plays over to Freed. Freed's going to put one low in.
There it is,
now Noble's got one. Tips one through the slot. It's in the mixer. Hillman on the spin shot. Couldn't quite do it. Hendricks out to the point. Again, nice low shots coming in late.
Yeah, I really like the patience. Really like the patience here. The Wayzata, everyone who gets the puck for Wayzata is taking a second to think about.
Wayzata, as they hustle, they can double up. Oh, it's offsides. Hillman was late to the line. Don't think she realized that cleared.
Yep. We got to change it up. Everyone from Wayzata, Hendricks on that shift, both defensemen, taking a second to think about where the open space is and what the right play is. There's fewer and fewer of those pucks just thrown out front.
So
as hope passes, as we call them.
As the season wears on, got to clean that up, especially if we want to play with the big teams, which we know we can. We're skilled enough. It's just a little bit of structure for your Trojans that need to get cleaned up if they want to play for a state title this season. This is just Wilson banging her way.
I don't think either of us noticed. Empty net with 2:42 to go.
Played in across ice. Not going to be enough for icing. Waved off. Wayzata can pressure here if they want. Oh, thank you, Adam.
Oh, yeah.
Played out front. Wayzata's going to... They don't have to put a ton of pressure on here.
Looks to me like that net came off. That 21 for Eastman bumped it.
So it's steered off. Harn can rip if she wants. But now to Buboltz. Buboltz will try to play it up ice. That's up on off the wall. We don't get a freeze. No threat. Wayzata's going to get a fresh legs in the forward line. Harn's going to jump that one. Look to backhand. Suraju in now. Mead's going to look to the bench. Morris on.
Great play by Suraju, cutting that. That was a great back check.
Suraju wants a freeway. She's going to backhand one just wide of the net. Russo coming in now. She's going to be harassed. That's flopped out front, played to the half wall. Joseph out and back in, pinched. Russo. You know, I hate to say it about 14 and 15-year-old girls, but the fight seems to have escaped this Eastman team. They're done. Oh, that's offsides.
The what? The fight? Yeah.
The fight has escaped this Eastman team. You know, they're up a player. I'd like to see a little bit more effort.
Well, I don't know if it's an effort thing, but I think the Wayzata girls have had active sticks, and I think they're buzzing. And you're right, though. I mean, they pulled the goalie a minute ago, and the puck has not yet been deep in the Wayzata zone. So, I mean, 17 right there on Eastman. Just let Wayzata recover that puck.
So now they're showing a sign of life. Mom's jumping cross ice. We got one coming in. Alvarez will freeze that one. Yeah. Glove it simply at 110 here in the third period. I'm not going to call out any moms, but there is some animation.
There's some animated
across
moms
the ice. I love it.
What they should be focused on is telling that winger coming in to put that shot low and hard off the pads. Flipping the puck into the goalie's glove is never going to be the best option.
So timeout coming here at 1:10. for the remainder of this hockey game.
So
Wayzata
Chris,
up 3-1.
if you're the Wayzata coaching staff, what are you saying right here?
I'm saying let's calm them down. Let's structure up defensively. I don't mind an ice. I think the statistics would say, Adam, throw the puck down on net.
Yep, I agree. Icing is a fine play at this stage of the game. I would also say at this stage, often these girls are looking for these cross ice passes. A good 5-foot pass in the zone is going to get you over the blue line, and that's all you need. It's 3-1. We don't need another goal. Their eyes get big on these empty net situations. Yep. I think a little bit
over the blue line first. You'll break.
Blue line first, red line second, in on net. But it's going to take a 5-foot pass to do that cleanly with six people from Eastman defending.
So break it down into the thirds of ice, and I got a pretty good camera shot. We can't see the back half.
Sure.
1/3 in front of us, center third, and then deep into the offensive zone. Clear one, score in the other. So a minute 10 in this hockey game. Wayzata's up 2 goals. Don't want to count our chickens before they're hatched, obviously. So work hard here, ladies. Looks like maybe Eastman's posturing up for a play. What do you think, Adam? Going to win this one forward for a quick shot on net?
If I'm Eastman, I'm trying to draw this back every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
And they do draw it back. Out in front, it's loose, kicked. Russo, 5-second pass, can't get the blue line. Now it's one in deep, rolling puck, it's loose, slot, dangerous. 1:10, clock! So a little bit of extra time for Eastman.
I must say I haven't seen the camera crew involved in the clock management in some time.
I'll lose my mind if I have to, Adam. I'll throw the microphone down on the ice to keep things fair. This one plays through center ice. That one's in. Rolling puck, not icing. Sergiu's coming off. Fries on. Hendricks. Good pressure on the wall applied by Hillman.
Great play by Hillman.
That one comes out front. Hendricks is going to look for a seam for a second. Let this air out. 30 seconds now. Played in. Oh, Hendricks had an attempt. Would have liked to see it. That one's in, and goal, Wayzata.
Oh, Lulu left it, knowing Hillman had shot it.
Hillman shot it.
Hillman shot it.
Found its way
goal.
in. She made her way to the corner. I can see Jeff Hillman up on his tippy toes, excited for his daughter.
Great. So Hillman broke up the breakout on the far side, and I love that Lulu recognized that her teammate had done all the work there. Also cool.
So 4-1 lead for Wayzata with 22 and a half remaining in this hockey game. Face-off won by Wayzata, played by Freed. Freed will play up to Hendricks, who can walk in free. Played and steered wide of the net.
No, it's not. Yeah,
Hendricks tries to put it out front. 5 seconds ticking. 4, 3, 2. Nice win for your Wayzata Trojans here at South High School. 4-1.
Really nice win. You go down 1-0 in the first 30 seconds of the game. We saw it in the Pats Rams Super Bowl years ago. We saw it in the Vikings 41 bagel against the Giants. You go down 1-0 that quickly in the game, there's a shock factor. And Wayzata, the most impressive thing they did was dedicate themselves to hard work and moving their feet. And the results come when you do the right things. So
love every second of calling these games for these girls this season. To be honest with you, Adam, I'm watching the clock tick down towards the end. We got plenty of hockey to play this weekend, so we'll call them like we see them tomorrow.
2 games in Fargo on a Sunday in January. What more can a guy ask for?
Yep, and a bus ride home.
A bus ride home, arrival at maybe 9 p.m.
Perfect. Perfect, and back to work on Monday. We'll catch you.